mean, slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Cowboys.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll get this up to the 44. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here's second and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third down, 3 to go. To throw is Dak. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Attack, attack! 15. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Easy.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Kansas City after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Patrick to throw. We'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. Powering forward, he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
On gain of 27 on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go.
Here's Prescott. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They put Kelsey in motion. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
King, Phil King, Phil.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Great. Set.
Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. Out left to Dotson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. A first carry for Samaje Pirine. That one a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted. action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now here's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Hey, Sunday. Hey, Ripley. Right side.
Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Down inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
We're scoreless after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Great, set.
In motion right is Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards on the ground. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Oh, they're changing this at the line. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That one is going to sting. First play.